And I'm going to talk today about page load speed and image file size. Um, First of all, there's a good article in Moz, which is a expert authority on SEO and in general web commerce. Um, they say that page load speed is important. It is a ranking factor for Google. One thing that the article does not say is the longer your page loads, the more likely it is that your customers will click away from your website. So image file size is one of the largest, or, it's a pretty big factor in e-commerce and best practices. So jumping in, I have a website that I am picking on a little bit, simply because I've actually emailed them a couple times with suggestions on how they can improve the performance of their website, and therefore, a couple things, like I said, improve their SEO and improve the conversions on the website. So this particular website takes forever to load. Well, sort of. I actually had loaded the page already, so it takes a little bit less time than normal. But one thing I want to point out on this, and hopefully you'll be able to see this, this is the times that images on the website are taking to load. This one right here in particular has 11 seconds for the image to load, and overall, because of this, the page itself is taking 17 seconds to load. This over 17 seconds actually. One image that I really want to point out, and it's this one here. It's taking 11 seconds for just this one image to load. Let's go up to the top. So as you scroll down the website, it's this image right here, which is, to me, not very integral into the selling of the website, selling on the website, I should say. So it is a huge file. I brought it into Photoshop. It's this one here. When I do save for web, the original file size, this is pretty small, so you may not be able to see it, but it's 1.15 megabytes, the picture itself. You could actually make this about 64 kilobytes is what this is saying, and you wouldn't have a discernible change in the resolution on the website. Just a small thing to do. It honestly would take about it's a Magento store, so I know how to upload photos on it. It would take someone 5 minutes to make this a web, an optimized web file. So so that's that photo. Going back, here's another example of a website that takes forever to load, simply because of page or file image file size. Here's an example. Again, I've already loaded this page onto my website, so it's going to take a shorter time than if I'm just trying it for the first time. One thing to remember too is this is a desktop computer that we're looking at. Your mobile phone is going to take a lot longer to load. This particular file is a funny one. It's taking like, I forget how long it takes for that one, but I think it's somewhere around 16 seconds. Well, there's images on this one that are taking about 12.5 seconds to load. As you can see, possibly from this, this one's taking 11 seconds, 7 seconds, 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds, 11 seconds, a long time. There's I think 8 different files that are taking forever to load. Now I want to give you the other side of it. Nike.com. It's a very a website that's been enhanced considerably. And one thing that I like to do as an e-commerce professional is look at what the big people are doing. They obviously have the money to spend, and will make an optimized product that's going to sell. Of course, that's the main thing we all want to do. So again, this is not a great example. Actually, it's taking forever for some reason at this particular moment. But here's the test that I ran earlier on Nike.com. These are all images. These ones are images right here. These are taking about a second for them to load. Not like the 1 seconds we're seeing with other websites. And going back to this one, the whole website itself is taking over 17 seconds to load. A lot of times your customers are going to leave. Again, mobile websites, the customer is going to leave before that page is even loaded. 16 seconds on this website. So, and it's really unnecessary. This is Nike. This site is taking less than 4 seconds to load, and it's got a ton of images on it on the home page. It does have a lot of JavaScript, which I'll possibly do in a different video that may make it load a little bit slower. The other website that I wanted to go through was Amazon, of course. Amazon, if you look at this, it takes almost no time to load. Again, I loaded the page, so it's not going to be an accurate portrayal of how long the page is going to load. Here's the page load test that I did for Amazon. Again, tons and tons of images. 0.8 seconds, 5.5 seconds, 0.6 seconds. The images are taking a really short time to load. So again, customers are going to buy more. Your search engine optimization is going to go up because of this. And so just a quick thing, if you have Photoshop, I'll show you how to do this. It's really quick. There's a thing in Photoshop called Save for Web. And click on this Save for Web one. I've already selected mine. Mine's selected for medium, which is, again, is a really good, you'll be able to see the images clearly. It's 1.15 megabytes right now. I'm able to reduce it down to 64 kilobytes, which is it's less than a tenth of the regular size. You're not going to notice the difference on your website. In some cases you might, but so anyway, that's kind of the extent of it. Always make sure your web images are pretty low, and you're going to get good results on your website. Thanks for watching. My name is Doug Duguay.